Welcome back, everyone. Today we're doing the Rats from the Gutters trial boss. It's the part 2 of the Drakator raid, and we're going to be using a typical budget team with no rainbows and no trust masteries. So, the first unit I'm using is Cagnazo for provoking. He's going to be provoking the instant death attacks with his safety bit, as well as the stop attacks and the fire nukes. So he's been geared with fire immunity. He's naturally paralyzed immune, which the boss does. Fire immunity, paralyzed immunity, just a little bit of defense other than that. And he's just going to be soaking those single target attacks. Warrior of Light is going to be my primary tanker. He's going to be using physical cover, and he's just geared for as high as defense as I can get him, and gear easily acquired, no trust masteries, and he's got paralyzed immunity from the Duru's armor, which you get from the story mode. Timothy is going to be my breaker, and he's geared for just survival because he's a 5-star max, but put some hit point gear on him, and he can do well. He's also geared for increasing his limit burst, which is a good break, and mine's maxed out, so it helps. Garnet is going to be my healer as well as summoner, and she's just got survival gear, spirit gear, etc. And she's paralyzed immune from the jeweled ring. And one of the missions is to kill the boss with magic, and we're going to be using the Holy Wand's holy ability for that magical finish. Beach Time Fina is going to be my mana regen, and she's also going to be doing buffs with like Cradle of Horns for a little bit of extra survival. And she can backup heal as well, but she's mostly a support on this team. And the friend I'm grabbing is an Emperor because the boss is weak to fire, so Emperor is useful. You want to grab a friend. It doesn't have to be Emperor. It can be any friend to solo DPS the boss. Titus is good. Secure is good. Dragon Lord's great because the boss is weak to fire. Just grab a high DPS friend. The only thing you want to do is make sure they have paralyzed immunity, either naturally or from gear, because you don't want your friend getting paralyzed if you can help it. Although it can be cured, you want to do it that way. But the missions are no items, finish with magic, and summon Ifrit. So let's get into it. Now, I'm going off of information from the Japanese version of the fight, which may have been changed for global. I'm not sure. The boss was just released, so we'll find out. But based on the Japanese version of the fight, I think he ambushes, or maybe not. I guess not. Okay, even better. So we're going to defensive stance with Cagnazo to provoke. Warrior of Light is going to light us with us for that physical cover. Timothy is going to attack break the boss. Now, I don't think the boss uses the magic on his first turn, except for Flare, which Cagnazo is immune to. But we're going to find out if that's true or not. Garnet is going to break the Eidolons to get that Esper gauge beginning to fill. Beach Time Fina is going to Cradle of Horns for the defensive buffs. And Emperor will just start using fires from below. Now you could use control to boost your magic, but I don't want the spirit break on this team because it's a cheap team. Okay, not too bad. And as you can see, Cagnazo got he got stopped, but we're not too worried about that right now. So Warrior of Light is going to break the defense of the boss. He did put up a mitigation. Or not the defense, the defense and spirit. Timothy is going to go ahead and break the boss's magic now, because he will be using Meteor on his third turn. Let's see, so we're going to use fires from below, which, as you know, ramps up over time. The more you use, the more powerful it gets. As you can see, it's already dealing more damage. So we're going to do some mana regen. And we'll do another prayer to the Eidolons, because Warrior of Light doesn't really need to heal yet. Ooh. Maybe I should have healed him. Okay, there's the flare. but Cagnazzo is immune to fire, so that's why we're using him. Okay. We're not getting any limit crystals. That's unfortunate. But we'll be okay. So we're gonna go ahead and target Cagnazzo intentionally, and Warrior of Light is gonna finger snap to get rid of that stop, so Cagnazzo can refresh his taunt. Alright, so there we go. I should have done that next turn, actually. I forgot even though I dispelled his taunt, he's still locked into that like shell mode. So that was kind of a mistake. I should have waited one more turn to dispel him. But I think we'll be okay. So let's go ahead and break the attack again. So we need to start healing. Dual white, some cures. So Cagnazzo does have a passive draw attacks. So we should be okay. We'll Fray the Horns again. And let's go ahead and fires from below, which will begin dealing even more damage. Alright, so here's the meteor every 3 times. Okay. So that was lucky. We had, the flare was taunted passively by Cagnazzo. But let's go ahead and put his taunt back up. And we'll also put up Warrior of Light is with us. Timothy will break the magic of the boss. Each time Fina will do a mana regen. Do we need heals? Yeah, we need heals. Let's see. Dual white, some heals. And we'll fire it from below again. So I think Cagnazzo got stopped again. Oh no, he didn't. Yeah, the boss only has a chance to use his stop when that Tenacious Discernment goes out. So in that case, we're gonna light us with us again to keep that refreshed, and we're gonna use Timothy to Spirit Kill. I should have given Timmy the Prodigy Goggles for increasing his limit gauge passively, but I didn't realize the boss was not gonna drop any crystals at all. So we're gonna go ahead and prayer to the Eidolons again. We need to get that buff up, or the Espers out. This is Creative Horns for the defense. And fires from below. So turn 10 is when Emperor will be doing max damage. Did the stop land? It did not. Excellent. So we're going to light us with us again. Garnet's going to use Prayer to the Eidolons, and we're going to heal with Beach Time Fina. I think it's time for breaking the attack. Timothy. And fires from below. There's the meteor. Alright, so we got stopped on Cagnazzo, so we're going to target him and Finger Snap. That cured his stop. Now we're going to refresh defensive stance for the taunt. Garnet will Hellfire, so we've summoned Ifrit at this point. Excellent. Each time Fina will Cradle of Horns. Timothy will Magic Break. And Emperor will Fires from Below. Okay, damage is ramping up. Looking good. Let's see. So we're going to Light is with us. Garnet can now be the primary healer. So we're going to dual white. Actually, Garnet is going to Life's Harmony instead. Alright, time to Spirit Break. We'll do a mana regen buff. And Fires from Below. Now, below 60, the boss is going to be doing additional counterattacks. I think it's every time you attack him with a special ability or a physical attack, he counterattacks with Roar. And if you hit him with magic, he counterattacks with the Mana Drain. So we're going to avoid magic if possible. Alright, gonna light as well. I think next turn we need to Dispel Cagnazo. Life's Harmony. We need to Attack Break. It's an odd turn, so we need to Cradle of Horns. And Fires from Below. Here's the Meteor. Alright. Time to... Oh, Cagnazo's stop wore off naturally. Nice. So we defensive stance. In that case, we'll just Light is with us again with Warrior Flight. I think we need to Attack Break on the boss. I don't really remember the last break we used. We just Meteored, so we're safe from Meteor for 2 more turns. We're going to Life's Harmony. We're going to Mana Regen. And we're going to Fires from Below. Ooh, that was a hard hit. Oh, because his wall wore off. Okay, not too bad. Go ahead and Light is with us again. Break the magic of the boss. I think we need actually double heal this time because Warrior Light got hit pretty hard that round. Alright. Cradle of Horns for the defense. And let's go ahead and Fires from Below, which is now at max stacks. Alright, so next turn we're going to win. Alright, so we're going to break the spirit of the boss. Garnet will queue up Holy, which casts very slowly, which is helpful for this mission, and Fires from Below. So we're going to Holy, start that cast, and then Fires from Below. Now the Fires from Below kills him, but the Holy hits after he dies, which gives credit for magic. there we go. That should have been all the missions with, a no trust mastery team. Just grab a friend to do some fire damage for you, and you're good. Alright. I'll see y'all for the next event.